Okay, so today I'm going to tell stories. I'm going to tell a lot of stories. And one of the main things I'm going to do, actually, if you all will indulge me, since this was a big blank slate for me, is to start with a little bit of history as foundation of this work. It is the foundation of my work, and so I can only tell my own truth, right? So I'm going to tell a lot of stories. And there's a motivated reason why I want to begin with some of the original work that informs this. And it has a lot to do with the evolution of this work of media for social change. So when we say media for social impact, social change, media effects, these are all terms that live in different arenas in our ecosystem, right? So they may live and feel differently if you're a filmmaker compared to a researcher or a strategist. And so getting our arms around what these terms mean and where they've been in the past, I think, is how we build on the evolution. So this is a symbolic image for smart people. Can you all see this? I know, I thought it was hilarious. So this is Dr. Pavlov, of course. And so this is, I tried to choose iconic images for you all instead of slides with words so that we could sort of stay focused. But there are a lot of smart people who have contributed to this field, of course. But I want to talk to you about my sort of three traditions of this work and talk to you about how I see them intersecting and how I've used them and how, many other people have used these traditions of work. So I certainly have not invented anything. Entertainment education, or the idea of narrative persuasion, which is found in the academic literature, grassroots and a public affairs approach to strategic communication, and also documentary production, of course, storytelling production. And I have to tell you that one of the reasons that I like to talk about these three areas and I feel so motivated by them and why this is such a perfect place for me, actually, is because I've worked in all three of these areas at a pretty deep level. I've worked in strategic communication at a big agency. I've worked in entertainment education at a foundation and several other places. And I've produced a lot of documentaries, about 10 or so, not as many as Gordon. But so I hesitate to even say that in a crowd like this, but have produced a number of projects myself. But I've never been satisfied with any one of those areas individually. So I thought for years that was kind of strange. And rather than continuing to feel strange forever, I decided to just embrace all three of those areas and pull them together into all of my work. But despite the fact that I'll talk a lot about strategy and evaluation, I don't ever want to lose track of the idea that the story is the heart of all of it. And I really always say, even when I am teaching or talking about strategy, all the strategy in the world will not do anything if you don't have a great story. It's absolutely essential. And so I love filmmakers. I consider myself a filmmaker also, and I hope this is a great validation of all of our work here today. And the other thing I would say is, in terms of the entertainment education and strategic design and documentary storytelling, a lot of you all are experts in these fields already, and so I hope maybe you will feel validated by some of this work. Maybe you'll learn something new. Maybe everybody will learn maybe something new or just spark a new idea.